It's the 2nd of November, and for these ladies it's the special day, but perhaps not as special as it is for the chaps I have in the trailer, because they've been shut in for nearly a month and are rather keen to get on with the job. The white-faced Texel has been so stroppy. He's been he started attacking the Suffolk just for the sake of it. I mean, they've been together all through the summer, and last winter they were in together, so they're all chums, as it were. They started butting in trials of strength, basically. So I had to separate them, and then he still wasn't happy. See, he's got a saw in his head. Periodically he'd have to try and have a go at the other one through the bars of the railing between them. But after a bit I think he hurt his head and he stopped doing it. So we'll have other things to think about now. And fighting each other. Oh my. Don't look. The white Texel is quite a bit younger. It's only his 2nd season. Actually, he was only a lamb last year, so he's a shearing tup. He's in his prime with the Suffolk. He's 3 or 4 years older, but he's more experienced, obviously. However, the Texel seemed to do more or less half of them last year, perhaps not quite. So that last year we had half brown face and half white face, and something that was rather a surprise to me was that quite a lot of ewes had one of each, or triplets with some Suffolk and some Texel white. So that really was a bit of a shock. It wasn't just the odd one, there were several like that. There's one being done, one Suffolk. We had to keep a score. Part of the reason I like to keep them in is because Suffolks especially, they're quite heavy and they're notorious for having bad feet. There's a Texel. Actually, that's the same one. They're chasing both after the same one. Go and find another one. There's plenty more. Dear me, she's cornered, isn't she? I think if they were to try to fight in the field, they can get away from each other. That's the worst, when they're shut in. They can sort of belt each other against the wall and all sorts. So not wasting much time. A lot of people put like a crane on them so you can see which ones have been done, but if I could see them being tupped, you're not really any the wiser for having a crane mark. These will all be in lamb within a couple of weeks, I would think. Well, technically up to 3 weeks, I suppose. Both fighting over the same one again. There must be more than one due to do. That's about half a dozen already. It's quite good going, really, isn't it? This is the previous year's lambs, well, from this year. April were born. We've already had 2 decent loads away, so they aren't all here, but they're all troughing nicely now. I wormed them last time I had them in, and there's still 2 or 3 mucky bums I'm not happy with. And there's one still not eating. It's the only one that regularly doesn't. There's nothing wrong with it, it just decided it doesn't like it at this point. I'm still undecided whether I like the Suffolks or the Texels more. But the Texels are generally, they're nicer shape, they're a little bit smaller, but they're very sort of chunky. But how they perform on these fields they aren't over winter, there'll be about 10 left at spring. I just keep taking a load about once a month. This land up here, we cut it for silage, usually second half of June, and then I just let it grow on without doing that with it. Sometimes I used to second cut it, but I just let the lambs in about the end of August. So there's masses and masses of grass, so it gets a bit long. It's always all gone by spring.